Blessings. Hey, welcome to Life's Place. Thank y'all for the likes, the loves, the shares. I appreciate all the views, and we're at 3,000 subscribers. Thank y'all. This one is all this random thought really is just all about whew, dang, what was it? Every time I start with the introduction, you know, it's back then, way back in history, it was the Library of Alexandria, right? It's a place where everybody from all across the world, like all walks of life, even aliens back then, depending on what books you read, it'll state such, right? But it was a place where everybody wrote in their own diary, right? Like back in the day, we used to write every day. I don't know if they still do it in school. Well, yeah, they do. How was your day or how was yesterday type of thing. Or remember when. It was like a diary, like a journal. You kept everything up. Like every new travel, you wrote something down and people will come in and check out your book or, you know, read and learn or experience through somebody else's experience, right? And you'll just learn that way, right? And people just come by and do that thing, right? It's like nowadays we all have the internet where people can actually speak their story. But the problem is the people around, you know, that will try to negate you speaking your story because it'll probably, show them in another light than the light that they've been portraying, because most of everyone would rather hear your story from you than those that they heard it through, you know? And it'll bring more pieces for them together than it is hearing it from others, right? It's like to hear your story really fills you up and heals you up too. It seals the wounds within you, whereas the scars that are visible for others to play with, you saw that? Just like, for others to play with, will be sealed too. It's like a self curative in a way where you are in charge of you, where you know what needs to be done when it comes to your healing, when it comes to you. You know, there's like some people have similar stories where the familiarities and commonalities all kick in, right? Where what you have, what you've been through might just help another person go through what they might be going through. It's like your story just might be somebody else's beginning, or your ending to your new beginnings. Yeah, your endings to that part of your story, to your new beginnings, might be a piece that would help another person that is starting out their next journey. It's like people, places, and things around us teach us a lot of things about us, but at the same time, they also show us who they are when it comes to us, especially when it comes to our telling our story or even speaking our truth, or even moving in our truth. Whereas there's nobody else trying to negate you to go every which way other than the way that is making you happy, or for you to even fulfill your own curiosity, where they'll be there to hold you more so than crack jokes on you. It's like, those that really want you to advance will be there for you if you move backwards, if you have to go backwards, right? More so than actually make fun of you to keep you in the same spot of, you know what, dang it, I made a mistake. It's it's all in the knowing of, like, testing yourself really, you know, in the lessons you learn by way of those that learned the lesson too, because we learn through the people that's in front of us who we are, and it fills in the gaps as to who, like the missing pieces per se, as to who we are becoming, right? it's I know I lost my train of thought. Dang it, man. have to do, hold on. I really lost my train of thought, but it was all about Library of Alexandria. It's those that really want to stop you from speaking your truth, living your truth, or even going after what feels true to you. The ones that want to keep you in the folds of their pages where they notated you as to what they can get out of you by way of what they know of you. You know, it's like people will go into your library, right? If they go into the library and they take your book out and they read through your diary, you wrote down everything that you was going through. It's those things that they can use to manipulate you, where the balance of you, I just posted a video on this. The balance of you will go teeter totter on whether they pull on your masculine side or your feminine side on how they need you to be, because some will, especially if it's a female, in her masculine, she will emasculate in order to have her way instead of uplifting so that it could be a balanced way. Whereas if she is in her feminine, she will basically, raise him up to be, not raise him up, but, hold him up to be that masculine. Whereas the softness in him will show the warmth, and the masculine in her will feel the safety. And where the fuck did that come from? Oh yeah, it's like to tie in where, no, not to tie, yeah, to tie it all in. It's just those that know how to inflict the damage in you. Damn, fuck. Those that try to inflict the damage in you by way of what they know from your diary and how to move you and what energies that they need to use to benefit from you. Huh. So a Jezebel spirit is basically a masculine in a feminine body who will use her masculinity to get her way, but she would have to make the masculine into a feminine. Wow. To get her way. Because the masculine wouldn't let it happen. Where did this whole conversation go? Who's in my energy?